let me just check if this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Yes, it is. Hey guys, how's it going? Toofty here, and today we're checking out the Mayann Project thing. Mayann? Who knows? The Mayann Project. I know, it's mental. I'm going to try and do a topical video. I don't know what I'm thinking. I've had a go on the map. I've had a look at it. It's awesome, and I'm going to try and get this video out as quick as I can, so I'm not the very last TF2ber in the world to get this video out, but I probably will be. Anyway, the order of events, we're going to first look at the website. I'm going to quickly explain what I'm talking about. Then we're going to do a quick flyover of the map. I'm going to show you some of the main areas, some of the interesting sneaky routes there are, and maybe some cool sentry positions that maybe I'll look at in a future episode. And then I'm going to show you my very first game on the map. I don't know what I'm doing. I get lost. It's fine. But you know, we have fun, and I'll talk about some of the things that happen in the game and some of my thoughts on the map. So yeah, first this is the website. I imagine most of you have actually seen this, but if you haven't, please check it out. TheMayannProject.com. On it, two big fat juicy buttons. To be honest, they don't look very much like buttons. I should sort that out. But yeah, you can jump straight in to an EU or US server by clicking either of these. Easy peasy. At the top of the page, they have a video. I'm sure you've all seen that as well. Bit of a backstory to the map. And down at the bottom of the page, they have a few teasers about some of the items they've been making. And look at this beautiful minigun. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's got a face on it, okay? So just to clarify, there are two new maps. The first one is called Ququmannz. Talking with all the words out of the mouth is not my best thing I have. How do you pronounce that? Anyway, that's the payload map. That's the one we're going to be checking out in some detail in this video. The other map, I believe, is called Sacrifice. It's a new game mode. I had no idea what was going on. Here's a quick clip of me playing it. You get the intel and you got to kind of throw it in the middle of the thing, and it's like, I don't know, you know, you're kind of making sacrifices. By making the sacrifice, you bring one of your people back alive, I think. It's actually, to be fair, it's kind of interesting, like the concept. I had no idea what was going on. It is just a big square map. I was just going around shooting things, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Maybe we'll check out that map on another episode. But anyway, let's jump back over and look at the payload map, which is called, what is it guys? What's it called? Exactly what I said. So let's begin. This is the blue spawn area. Looks pretty cool. You got a nice little swampy area behind you. What's that in the swamp? He's a cheeky little crocky. What's he doing in there? I'll tell you what he's doing. He's killing anyone who goes near him, okay? I made that mistake straight away. But yeah, I love that little detail. It's really cool. But yeah, let's jump out into the first main area. So here we are. A really damp, dark and dingy looking cave area. It's pretty cool. You're kind of, you know, you're underground. You're in the guts of some ruins. You got all these obstacles to hide behind. The blue team have 4 doorways to come out of. And I'm really excited to check out some of the sentry spots. You've got this kind of high ground on the far left and the far right. You got 2 health packs on the left here, which is really interesting. You got these typical kind of flanks that you get on payload going around the edge of the map, which I'm sure we'll make good use of. These go to this second area, which I imagine won't get used as much. My gut feeling is that all the action will take place in that first area. You might have like a NG's base round here. Again, some more health, some more ammo. You know, map knowledge is mega important, and part of that is just knowing where the health is. Anyway, so yeah, that leads us on to this mammoth of a choke point here. This reminds me very much of Swiftwater. You have that chunky choke point. There is another route round, but this is where a lot of the action is going to take place. And getting through here is going to be hard work, as you'll see in some of the clips later. This leads out into this beautiful area where, you know, you're going from the dark cave environment to this beautiful, open, sunny, green environment with bits of ruins you can jump on. It's really beautiful. I love it. I love the contrast. And yeah, as I was saying, I have a feeling that a lot of the battle is going to go down right here. There's going to be some cool juicy sentry spots around here, I can tell you now. You've got this kind of ruined watchtower thing in the middle made out of wood. You've got this area to the left, that looks cool. You've got a big platform to the back as well. There's going to be some horrific holds here. But some awesome fun ones too. And yeah, there's a bunch of little alleyways, little bricked corridors of ruins down the back here. I'm not sure what they're going to be used for, to be honest. Maybe, again, sentry nests. Difficult to tell at this point. And this is just me looking back at this area, which I think is probably the best area in the entire map. Once you come out of here, again, my gut feeling is that we're going to push quite quickly through this next area. You know, there may be some holds, but when I played it, we pushed quite quickly through this area. It's kind of a winding, open area, but basically there's less choke points to use as the defending team. A few little cheeky crocs over there, love it. This is the red team's spawn at the beginning of the map. And this leads basically to the next part of the map, which is a number of winding tunnels and rocky areas. And there's 2 routes. There's the top and the bottom route. The cart goes underneath. There's loads of little pathways through here. You know, it's going to take a little while to learn this. And this basically leads out to the very last part of the map, where you have to push the payload into the back of a plane. Glorious, I know. It was amazing when I first came out into this area. It just took my breath away. And again, I bet there's some great sentry spots you can set up here. Probably on this left shelf maybe. The red team spawns in these two buildings either side of the plane. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how battles kind of develop in this last area of the map. But anyway, let's jump in to some gameplay and take a look at how things actually look and feel when you're on the ground. Well, we're having the best time ever, aren't we? Where's that scout gone? Just gonna have a quick look. Oh, a crocodile. He seems friendly. Let's go and poke him in the... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. So as you can see, you've got these huge stone doors that roll down, a bit like in Egypt. At this point, I hadn't even looked at the map at all, so I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just throwing pills all over the gaff. I'm sticking to the payload, which I forgot to mention looks awesome, by the way. It's a big golden Mayan statue. Looks really cool. The attention to detail is just simply great all the way through this map. There are a few bugs I found, like once or twice I couldn't move out of spawn just for a second when I got caught on something, but I'm sure they'll iron all those things out. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. They're trying to set up a bit of a base in this second area, so I'm just going to try and apply some pressure and push this cart through this first area of the map. So next up we have the choke point of doom. To be fair, it didn't cause too many problems in this map. I think simply because they didn't have a sentry gun set up, as far as I can remember. Or not one in a decent place at least. Generally speaking, I like to use flank routes on payload maps. It means I can often have the element of surprise. So this is a nice one on the left, although they do spot me and push me back. So yeah, we're pushing quite far forward now. We've actually gone through that horrible choke point. Most of my team's on the car. I'm going to explore this route to the right and see what's going on in here. It looks like there's a lot of reds in there. I don't know why. Maybe that's the shortest route through for the red team. But anyway, yeah, the battle heavy was a glorious sight to behold. I'm not going to lie, but unfortunately I go down quite quickly in there. So yeah, I can't see many holds taking place on this part of the map, but maybe, you know, after these walls, just at the entrance to this next tunnel, there could be some kind of hold there. We'll have to wait and see, really. Or even up on that wooden ceiling above me. That's like begging to be used as a sentry position, but we'll see, we'll see. And finally we enter the maze of crazy dark corridors, which I have no idea where they lead, but you know, stick to the cart and you can't go too far wrong. And this leads us very nicely to the last part of the map with the plane. For a second I thought we were going to push straight into the back of the plane. It was going to be awesome. I even got an Uber, but I had no idea where to run with it. I thought maybe this way, this looks good. I'm just going to put some sticky bombs down, see what happens. Looks like, unfortunately, the whole team was spawning out of the other side. I get some damage out, but this spy does a god tier play and takes us all out. But as you can kind of see here, there's so many health packs that you can do quite a nice quick rollout as a demo man. I've been playing for say 5 minutes at this point and already I've gotten a nice simple and quick rollout. So yeah, I can imagine this being a really nice map for demo. I remember at this point things were getting pretty tough, so I thought I'd help out my fellow NG, you know, level up his telly. I'm a nice guy, what can I say, what can I say? As soon as I come out, there's a spy looking right at my face, trying to camp the telly, but for some reason I just had a feeling he might be there. I think he'd killed me a lot before, so I was kind of looking out for him. And yeah, I'm getting lost here. I think I go the wrong way for a bit. But eventually, because of the telly, NG is MV Pizzle. We do a nice little push here, and I look around this corner. No one's on the cart. Let's do this. We got this, Pyro. Trying to put some pressure out as they come out of spawn. Managed to take out that heavy just about, and somehow we sneak it in to the back of the plane, and it's glorious. And yeah, I didn't do too badly, surprisingly, seeing as it was my first ever go. But I guess, you know, that being said, it was probably everyone's first go. So next up, let's take a look at defense. There's a few things I wanted to chat about here. So first of all, I felt like hanging around the back and to the left felt good for me. You've got two massive health packs there and you can very quickly make an escape. So I spend a lot of my time around that area. But let's take a look at that soldier in the distance there. He's being very sneaky. I don't know if that spot's going to be of any use at all, but I kind of like the idea of it. You know, you can do a nice ambush from there. And we're going to have to keep a lookout for things like this. As we play the map, I'm sure we'll find lots of cool little spots for like tellies or high ledges you can sneak up onto. So I thought that was an interesting one to point out. I'm pretty chuffed with this kill actually I get on this charging demo night. Nice little flicky shot onto him, finish him off quite nicely. And yeah, I'm back up in the top left of the map. You've got a health pack on the high ground and on the low ground below you. So, you know, you feel really safe, I found anyway. But yeah, this next part of the map, I don't know if I've mentioned it, It's really cool. You got these little stepping stones up onto this ledge here. Love that. And look what we got here. An engineer already setting up on this spot. It's going to be a beauty, I'm telling you. Our team's managed to group up quite nicely, and we have a couple of medics. So to be fair, that's probably the main reason we actually do well at this point of the map. There's a nice little face round here, so obviously I had to draw on some googly eyes with my sticky bombs, you know, goes without saying. But yeah, from up on this ledge, you can sort of pounce down onto the enemies as they come through. This is such a horrible choke for them. You're going to have to really make use of those flanks as the blue team on this part of the map. Later on in the map, they do start trying each of the flanks, but at that point, we've got such a strong hold up, you know, it becomes really difficult for them. I'm really not sure as to what the buildings at the back of this area are going to be used for. We'll have to wait and see, eh? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm on the very left flank now. They're trying to do a bit of a push, but you know, it's such a horrible choke for them. Again, like I said, 2 explosive classes and a medic with crit screeg. We absolutely demolished them. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to Game Creek for that mini crit screeg I got. So yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this very quick overview of the map. I'm really excited to play this a lot more. I particularly want to do a sentry spot guide for you guys on this. I'd love for it to become an official map. Here they make one last ditch attempt to push the cart, but fortunately I'm able to catch them off guard with a couple of stickies and finish them off quite nicely. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried out this map yet? Do you love it as much as I do? I hope you do. Such a nice, refreshing art style, nice contrast to the map. So yeah, I really look forward to playing it more, trying out some new sentry spots, some new rollouts, some new cool routes through on a fence, some, you know, cool strategies, all that good stuff. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.